Okay, so this video is just going to be me talking over me running a bunch of cap routes on Rain Dance specifically. I found some weird interaction with the physics and the FPS and tribes. So yeah. So notice this when I changed my FPS cap from 120 to 300 the other day. Felt like I couldn't run any of my routes anymore. It was freaking me out. So, trying to work out what I'd changed. It was on near my FPS cap the last couple of days. Went back and switched it back down, and turns out, hey, all of a sudden I'm faster on my routes, and it feels like I can turn a lot easier. It feels like I lose, or I just maintain a lot more of my speed on route. So yeah, you'll watch me here. I set my FPS cap at 500, and I'm running a fairly standard left route. Kind of thing I used to be able to do fine. I'm just coming at 240, incredibly slow. What you notice here is I'm actually losing speed as I jet up out of this curve, and that's something that just shouldn't happen with TA's physics. You're normally meant to like tick up your speed at like 1 Seneca tick or something. So okay, FPS limit, a bit lower this time, 300. And you'll see I still have similar issues here, slightly less, but you'll watch my speed still drain here as I'm jetting up. Instead of me gaining speed, it actually sticks at 275 for a bit there, but yeah. I seem to lose a lot of speed coming out of curves in the ground compared to when at lower FPS as well, and just generally speed's just constantly shedding out of my route. So again, coming in here, I'm really struggling to actually turn towards the stand even. End up coming in at like 280, so a bit faster than when I was on that 500 FPS route before. Yeah, 200 FPS limit here, and this is probably one of the best actual runs I had of the route. In terms of, I just ran it really well when I recorded this, but you'll see later on, even like with a pretty much like perfectly run left route, I'm still a lot slower than I am with my FPS set a lot lower. So yeah, that's really good. I lose almost no speed coming out of the curves, which is practically impossible when you have your FPS set this high. And I still lose a ton of speed coming over this hill here, and I'm coming in at just about 300 for the grab. It's crazy when you see what's coming up next. 140 FPS. So this is obviously a cap that anyone pretty much with a modern monitor will be using in-game. And hey, look, I still lose speed on this jet up. Still shared like 20 Sanics, landing what looked like pretty much perfectly to me in that bowl. It's still doable, but I'm still losing a lot of speed turning to the stand here, and I end up coming in around the same speed. I think I ran the route a bit worse, but I come in around the same speed as that route I ran before. Obviously fluffed the exit a bit. Okay, here we go. 90 FPS. 90 FPS. It starts to things start to look a bit better, I think, here, if I remember right. Hey, look, what's that? Speed gain while I'm jetting up? Okay. And yeah, ended up like 250-ish at the top of that curve there, and I think I kind of fluffed coming out of that bowl there, maybe not, but look at this, look. Just no speed loss on these jet ups here. Maintaining my speed really well. Almost all the other routes I was like 270, even lower coming over that hill there. Obviously, horrible exit, but yeah, you get my point. 40 FPS or 45 FPS here, and yeah, I was starting to struggle actually just like running routes at this point. Fuck, that was how I played back when I had a bad PC, but man, look at that. I've got speed gain on that jet up again. And watch me land in this bowl here. Oh wow, no speed loss, just jetting out of a bowl. How weird is that? 320 FPS, just not losing any speed here, almost. Wow, look at that. I wouldn't have said that route was run as well as the one before. I come in way faster. The 200 FPS route, I mean, that was a much cleaner setup, I think. And yeah, 30 FPS here, I was really really struggling to just do the route normally, but this is just to show that I really think this was like a pretty bad setup compared to some of the ones before. And I still just come out of this with way more speed than I justifiably should. Like, look at I lost like almost no speed hitting the ground there. I'm just gaining speed on these jet ups here. Like, slam right into that hill there, almost lose no speed. And after that, faster than that, like flawless 200 setup route. And as a plus side, seems like you hit the stand bug on rain dance way more with low FPS than high FPS. So this is me running the route at 60 FPS with VSync on. From a little bit of playing around, it feels like either at 60 FPS or VSync, I'm not sure which one is causing it, but impulse jumps just feel super consistent in comparison to other FPS levels. And I mean, you can see it's a pretty well set up route. Pretty average exit. Probably could have picked a better route to demonstrate this, given exit changes so much, depending on if you're a noob or not. But yeah.